Good morning, I'm Louise Michelle Bomber and I'm a specialist therapist, teacher and a published author in the area of trauma recovery, and I'm here every Wednesday at 10:30 on the sofa to try and support adoptive parents, foster carers and kinship carers through this time, this extraordinary season that we all find ourselves in right now. Now today we are going to be thinking about self-care. This is so important, honestly. We need to be putting our own emotional oxygen masks on first before attending to our children. And that doesn't necessarily always happen, does it? If we're honest. Sometimes we're so busy focusing on everybody else's needs that we forget and overlook our own needs for regulation and for relationship. So today we are going to focus on us, the grown-ups. So we're going to think about what we can do over this next week in order to attend to our own regulation and relationship needs as the grown-ups. Okay, so this is going to feel really alien for some of us because it's like, no, we don't do this. Or it's going to feel too much like a luxury. But it is so important, it really is. And our children are watching. We need to communicate loud and clear that it's important we look after ourselves, and we look after ourselves well. So I'll just give you a few ideas of something that you could maybe try this week, over this next week, if that's okay. So you just pick the one that would be helpful for you and give it a go, or maybe you might think of something else. But just some ideas. How about giving yourself a lovely hand massage? So maybe even treating yourself to some really lovely hand cream. Something a little bit out of the ordinary for this week. How about giving yourself a bubble bath and staying in that bath for longer than you usually do? Just locking the door and just settling in, for quite a period of time. So just have a bit of me time. How about treating yourself to a scent that you really love, and even if you're not going out and about, put it on every day of this next week so that you are surrounded by that scent that you really like. How about protecting some time to read a book, one of the books that maybe you've been putting on, you just want to read but you just never have time to read it? Why don't you do that this week? How about lying on your bed or on the sofa and actually listening to the whole album of music that you really love, the whole album. That would be such a treat, wouldn't it? Just lying there and just soaking it all up. How about going for a walk on your own? You deciding where you're going to go, you deciding how long you're out, and just having a bit of space. How about cooking up your favourite meal? A meal maybe that brings back some really nice memories, maybe even of travel, I don't know, or just something that you might have done at some point. Just try and recreate it basically. How about just lighting some candles in your room? Because even just focusing on candles burning can be so soothing and calming. How about having some flowers delivered to you? Flowers that you really love, that are so special to you, that maybe have meaning for you. And having them just for you. I mean, it's going to feel a bit odd, delivering them just to yourself. But I think there's real value in this, of like just, being self-compassionate, being kind to yourself, being generous to yourself. It's so important. We're all valuable human beings, and just those flowers up there that will just remind you that you are a valuable human being, just as valuable as your children. It's going to be so important. I think we need to make a statement to ourselves, loud and clear, that I am worth it, that I'm valuable, that I'm special, that this is worth it. It is so important. This is the right order of things for our children. They're watching. We need to co-model self-compassion and kindness and gentleness towards ourselves. Sometimes we can be so kind to other people, can't we? And then we forget about ourselves. And I think right now in this season we need to really think about this carefully, or particularly now when it's been going on for such a long time. We've had nearly 3 months, haven't we, of living in this way, and I think pressures are starting to build up now. So we really do need to press pause and just think, okay, what am I doing with my own oxygen mask here? And then just thinking about relationship, thinking about who could you spend time with over this next week, who makes you smile, who makes you laugh, who after you've had some time with them you just feel like you've lost yourself and you just feel energised after being with them. Is there somebody like that in your life? Have you called them recently? Have you met up with them recently? Could you maybe do a social distance meeting in the park maybe, or in the countryside, or have a picnic with them or something? But just think who that person might be, who just helps you just to kind of like just feel good about yourself, and yeah, and energize. You just feel energized after meeting with them. There are some people that kind of like drain all your energy, and there are some that kind of you feel like once you've been around them that you just feel ready for anything. You know, we kind of need to top up our tanks, don't we, so that we can be refueled, so that we can then give it away to our children. So I just want to encourage you to, you know, to really think about this. You know, don't keep thinking it's a luxury. Don't keep thinking, oh, you know, it's not worth it. You know, everybody else needs it more than me. You need it too. I need it. You need it. We all need this. So please give this a go. And yeah, I will see you again next week. And next week is going to be our last one. We're going to be at session 12. Our last one for now. I'm going to be coming back in a different way on a different channel. So look out for my name. So we've got one more. So I will see you next week. Okay, bye for now. Stay strong and stay safe.